Hello, wrestling fans. This is Lanny Poffo and Ox Baker. You probably remember him. You don't remember me because I've been through a lot of hairdos. And special correspondent for OneWrestling.com. Ox, I know you're a shy, retiring guy, but what do you have to say to the fans?
You know, ladies and gentlemen, 35 years ago, I met this young man. I thought he was one of the great upcoming wrestlers, but he had the greatest brother in the history of wrestling, the Macho Man. And today, I want everybody in the world, remember, there was only one Macho Man, there's only one Ox Baker, and there's only one Lanny Poffo. All great. I'm glad you have my friendship, and I want to keep it continue for years and years and years. And I don't know who this cameraman is, but he looks like somebody I used to worship when I was a kid. You know, what a great, it's a pleasure, always a pleasure seeing you. And who's your friend here?
This is Dennis Branscombe.
Hello, Dennis. Yeah. Straighten up there, Dennis.
Okay, Ox, about that heart punch. Now, rumor has it that you killed two men in the ring. Now, tell us about that.
Well, you know what happened. Two guys were out of condition. They got in the ring with Ox Baker. They bought a $6 pair of shoes, a $5 pair of trunks, and said he was a wrestler. Well, I hit him. They went down, and their poor family had to eat supper without him that night. And like I said, for 25 years, I'm going to say it again today, I love to hurt people. How do you do, my friend? Hey, wait a second. One of the greatest verse men of all time, better than me. Would you give him one of your...
You said he's better or verse?
He's just as good. Just as good. I didn't say better, but he's just as good. Give us one, please.
Well, this is Roth Hashanah, and Bill Apter, you are a landsman. And give me a topic for a poem. I'll tell you what. Let me tell you what. You know, there's a lot of people that... okay, one second. I'm going to do a solo here. Okay.
You're standing... Actually, can I have the microphone? Okay. You're standing right next to a picture, if you wouldn't mind, standing right next to the picture of your brother. And we haven't... would you actually get closer, if you don't mind? Yeah. And I'd like to know, first of all, we've never talked on here about the loss of your brother. I spoke to so many other wrestlers about. And is there something you'd like to say to the fans who supported your brother through the years?
I would like to say thank you for all the wonderful condolences I got by telephone, by email, from my website, and the outpouring of love and affection that this man, the impact that he had on our sport and in the world at large. You know, not only in wrestling, but of course in the movie Spider-Man. He made a great impact. And of course, he is survived by myself and my mother, who needs all the help she can get, and I really appreciate it. And people always ask me what was my greatest moment in wrestling. And of course, I have to say my appearance on Regis Philbin and my match with Hulk Hogan. But what really means something more to me now is when Macho Man Randy Savage became the Macho King, and it was Gorilla Monsoon that suggested that I be the one to coronate my brother, and this is the poem that I made, if I can remember it.
Quiet!
Okay. And it goes, behold this humble entourage. Their heads are bowed in reverence at the very slightest whisper of one name, exalting in his splendor, which is altogether fitting of the people and the lands from whence he came. False monarchies are commonplace as kingdoms rise and fall, but I, the genius full of glory and renown, say the Macho Man is everything that everybody everywhere would ever want to wear a crown. I say this king deserves a queen beside him on the throne, and Sherry is the fairest in the land. Nobody else is worthy of this monumental honor and the regal splendor of his royal hand. We witness the dethroning of one Jim the Hacksaw Duggan, whose crown and robe are in a state of ravage. I now remove my mortarboard and place it near my heart, and thus proclaim you Macho King Randy Savage. And I just want to say to all the fans, OneWrestling.com, Bill Apter, and all the wonderful people, thank you so much. And there'll never be another. Never another.
God bless everybody.